Hi all everyone, it's great to be here. Normally, whenever this kind of an event happens, I'll start with one line. I never thought I will become an entrepreneur in my life. So that's how my journey is actually started. I was 8 years back. Now it's been 8 years of Genrobotics journey, 8 years back. I was an engineer actually. That was my life ambition. I want to be an engineer. I studied mechanical engineering because I can actually pick up those kind of a project and put my effort into engineering and make a lot of things out of it. From mechanical engineering, somehow my passion went into robotics, and this is almost the time where Kerala startup ecosystem. I really want to thank, because if I look back right now, I'm really happy that I become an entrepreneur. That the possibility that I can do right now, comparing to an engineer, is much more. I can help other engineers also to make their dream comes to life. So from that perspective, in that moment when I was an engineer, when IEDC is actually set up in our campus, we were actually one of the people who is supporting the initiative of IEDC into the campus. I was hearing the first time the word entrepreneur also. It was strange because my college is from a village. I purely from a village background in Kerala. So this word struck to me, but still, even without all that complications, I put the effort of implementing IEDC into the campus. Then, because of my engineering journey, I want to build an exoskeleton. It's a robotic exoskeleton. The passion for exoskeleton came because one is it's a part of robotics, and other is because of my father from a military background. So I always fond of their problems, and this exoskeleton, like an Iron Man suit, can actually help their life to become better. So I thought of let's build an engineering robotic exoskeleton. So that's how the idea came, and we were working. So IDC has actually given us an opportunity that it gives us starting funding. It's not a huge funding, it's just 30,000 rupees to build a prototype. So IDCs have that opportunity. And secondly, it is also have space for us to do different kind of experimentation inside the campus. Because otherwise, doing those kind of a projects is not that easy in the campus. In that time, curriculum and normal study routines and everything. So IDC has given this platform and we worked. And IDC also given us a chance that till that time, all the project I have done from an engineering point of view is all purely mechanical. But through IDC, we can actually collaborate with other streams like computer science, electronics, and other engineering streams also. That's how I met my co-founder. But in order to work in IEDC, I need to set up a company, and that's how initially Genrobotics Solution actually came into picture. But the idea was simply to build an exoskeleton. Then what happened is that from that point we built an exoskeleton. IEDC, we've been connected with the ecosystem, we've been connected with other entrepreneurs, and even Startup Mission, Kerala Startup Mission. So they were pushing us. And the first product out, the exoskeleton generation 1 and generation 2, it became an international phenomenon. We got a lot of accreditation for that design. From the global point of view, from American Society for Research, in a Singapore conference also, it became something big. So we thought, whatever we were doing in a small village is actually become a big thing in a global point of view. So that shifted the perspective. But we stayed in the perspective of engineers rather than become a pure company and all that. But again, through IDC and Kerala Startup Mission, they asked the question, why this company is actually not created into the product portfolio, why they didn't commercialize it. So that is also the time where we also got another problem statement of manual scavenging. So that's where the concept of engineering is, we started to move on to a kind of entrepreneurship. And also along with that entrepreneurship, we also got the aspect of, whatever we does by doing an engineering is create a real impact in somebody's life. So the problem of manual scavenging hit us. Even since we are from a village background, we normally does not see manholes because STPs and other kind of things are not there. Mostly septic tanks are there. But it's 10 years sometimes it normally get cleaned. But there was an accident happened in Calicut where 3 people died in that accident. 2 sanitation workers and 1 auto rickshaw driver who tried to help a person who got unconscious in a manhole. So they were trying to help that guy. He has also passed away in that accident. And this became a big issue, and this problem statement also came through IEDC. And we thought, being an engineer, this is the situation of a fellow individual in our society. What's the point of doing all that? So that's why we lift that problem and use our engineering mind. It's comparatively much easier than the exoskeleton journey that we had to build a product out of it. But once we build the first product out of it, there's a difference. Exoskeleton was a prototype. But Bandicoot robot, the world's first robot, scavenger, was a product. Again, it takes 3-4 years to perfect that technology. You know, that's the difference between a prototype and a product. Product is a continuous journey. It's not a small journey. And there are a lot of experts like marketing, finance, sales, and many other experts also. Continuity, reliability, maintenance, production, manufacturing, everything came. So this perspective of engineers is little more, you know, expanded into that full aspect. I believe that's where Genrobotics has really become a company. And that project we scaled from Kerala in 2018. That was the first installation of world's first robotic scavenger who does a job of an inhuman job that person's not supposed to do by a robotic device first time in Kerala. That's we launched. And then we expanded this to 19 states and 3 UTs and expanded to other countries like Singapore, Malaysia, UAE, UK and all that. So that's how the project actually went down. And again, you know, in sanitation there are a lot of projects. As a company we picked up each and every problem according to our bandwidth. We went from manhole cleaning to big tank cleaning. There are robots who does desludging of the big tanks, which is there in this confined space, you know, sanitation industry. So we have robotic devices like that. And Singapore is one of the advanced country who's having many technology in this particular space, but still they take our technology because we are, even being in India, we are handling toughest infrastructure in sanitation and world-class technology. Even it's comparatively easier to do the work in Singapore and other developed country for us because of here the infrastructure is very difficult. So in that environment we grown, and from Kerala to the rest of the world. And a lot of technology we built in the sanitation space. The company profitably grown in the 7-8 years of timeline. But during COVID time, we got a hit. The hit is only that we are not able to, you know, travel around, scale the sanitation business. But the business is scaled naturally because B2G business that we are in normally have a longer cycle comparing to B2B. So it's 1 year back. So 1 year back, so 2 years of COVID also, we does not had a lot of impact. But after COVID was the impact came. During COVID time, the company scaled, but we got a lot of time. A lot of time to put our attention into other disciplines. So that engineering insights was there, so we put our attention into the other problem statement. Again, since we had the taste of solving the real problems in society, we picked up the other problem of disability. That was the second problem we addressed during the COVID time. And we applied the exoskeleton, the military exoskeleton that we were building, and we, you know, bootstrapped that technology and put it into the disability problem statement. And we created G-Gaiter. G-Gaiter is not world's first, but it is a unique technology where if you compare the international competition, the product in that category is around 8 crores. We build it less than or almost near to 2 to 3 crores range. So that is the way that we reduce the cost, and it made accessible to the people. And what we does in disability is that, you know, people when experience spinal cord injury, stroke, now due to lifestyle diseases also this is becoming big. And if somebody experience spinal cord injury, stroke or any kind of motor neuron disease, their ability to move, the mobility will get impacted. And in order to treat them, neuro rehabilitation is the only way. And neuro rehabilitation currently being done purely manually, and manual doing of rehabilitation, neuro rehabilitation have a lot of limitation, a lot of productivity limitation. And just like how normal artificial intelligence neural network learn, our brain is also have the capability. So if we retrain the people to walk again through a treadmill based robotic platform, the brain will recapture. So this is not a, you know, entirely new concept. The product and the back features, everything is different, but the concept of this treatment is already there. So it's a predicative device. So we built this robotic G-Gaiter 2-3 years back, again launched in Kerala, and almost all the major hospitals saying like Aster, Amrita, SP Fort, GH Hospital, KIMS, all of these hospital chains are our client. And within 2-3 years timeline, we already penetrated and we outsmart almost all the other, you know, foreign players in the market. So we are the leading player in the G-Gaiter rehabilitation robotic devices business right now. And we never stopped there. Again, put our engineering into the portfolio, build a lot more product, upper rehab robotic devices, VR related robotic rehab devices, a lot more devices we have done. So in the two verticals, again the company has grown in profitably for the last 8 years. Again, solving real disability related problem statements, that's what we have done so far. Now, as a company from 8 members team, and this 8 members initially started all our college friends from different departments who have the passion to build a company and also had the passion to do impact in the society. We met in different platforms like social, NSS and all that, doing the service related projects. So our mindsets are very aligned. And this was very important thing, building a company specifically in this way. As Jay Krishna was mentioning about, he had 15 product, but he does not know how to focus on that. It's a real issue in terms of leadership. But we are lucky that we had around 8 people, along with us when we started, who can handle different verticals separately. So that is our strength. Again, now we are on an end game, like Jay Krishna was mentioning. We are putting our effort into the multi-robotic device purpose, multi-purpose robotic device. It's a single device which can be developed for multiple applications. So that's what we are doing. We have an experience center put in the beach side for Genboat. Genboat is our another technology we are building. Genboat and G-Boat is something is where our R&D capabilities actually went in. We are putting our effort into that. So that is our final and most focused technology domain at this point of time. And I really want to thank the ecosystem, because we have built many products and we got the grace to be a part of solving a lot of social issues. We got the capability and resources also for that. But from this ecosystem we born. A company is actually created by this ecosystem. So here today I'm standing very proud in front of all of you is only because of that ecosystem. So thank you so much, all of you, and that's it.